Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more EU4 Ragusa with a little help. Well, from the Ottomans, in fact. Wow. We have a 4-4-3-2 general. Gee, I wonder if there was some way that we could have really good generals consistently. I just don't know. Maybe. Maybe there's some way we could possibly someday get good generals. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on. So, it's just us now and on halt Lithuania versus Poland, all that stuff. And I don't think that this war is going to take too much longer. My artillery are off here. This is comical to me. Look at this. 2 Croatian infantry, 1 Georgian infantry, 5 Transylvanian infantry, and then 3 random cavalry from the Ottomans. And our 8 artillery. It's like the most eclectic, I guess you could say. It's just such a weird mixture of stuff. And yet, as a cohesive unit, this army does quite well. Our troops always deploy in the back, they always deploy in the front. We can siege stuff, and it's all led by Tommy K. Live. The 20 stack of gloriousness. It's doing a good job. I'm happy with it. Yep, the Ottomans still only like us by 3. They're really not happy about this relationship, are they? We need to spend some diplo points, don't we? So we're almost caught up on Miltech. We could do a culture bank. We wanted to save it. I think we should just do some development right now, even though we're at war. Like, Britannia is one of the cheapest to develop. This state is already pretty much ready to go for some good development. It's a shame that it's not coastal, but is mercantilism worth it? Yeah, we talked about that a little bit between episodes. First achievement we're going for is this Ragusa one. Then after that, we're going to go for Cradle. When we form Croatia, one of the things that happens is that our government type changes to monarchy, so we kind of don't need to play super heavily into the mercantilism thing, but it's okay, but it's not as good as, think about it like this. If we spent 2,500 diplo points, if we click the button 25 times, then we would have another 25% mercantilism, which is 50% provincial trade power. So for 2,500 diplo points, which is a crazy huge amount, we could effectively have a marketplace in every province. Considering marketplaces are generally only good in provinces that have centers of trade, like, what, do you really care if you have a marketplace in this? So, like, I guess my point is, mercantilism's good, but it's not, doesn't matter that much. Like, I'll take it if it's being offered in events, but I don't think we really want to spend monarch points on it right now. I'd rather develop Oltenia's copper, you know? Where we actually make pots and pans or something. Well, okay, so, and then after the Croatian achievement, it's not showing up on this list of eligible achievements because we're not Greek culture, but the next achievement we're going to go for after the Cradle achievement is whatever it's called, the Form Greece achievement. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do some development. Do we want to turn on the Icon of Christ again? It does affect good construction costs as well. Seems reasonable. Icon of Christ. It's way easier to say Christ than the word after it. Surprisingly, Bosnia is the most effective province to dev push right now. Bosnia. With salt. That's probably because of the autonomy, though. I think Oltenia without the autonomy is going to be better long term. So, let's go by cost. And we'll dev this one up first. That's a little bit. It's just, you know, a little bit. Don't dev cows? Yeah, the thing about Merchant Republic, there's nothing wrong with deving cows. Worst case scenario, if we end up destating this in favor of stating a better, like, coastal area, any dev that you have that increases production gets multiplied by the goods produced bonus of being a Merchant Republic, which increases the trade value, which increases the trade money. And, like, cows are fine to dev. Anything is good to dev. Anything that increases goods produced. All right, let's, we're gonna march north to the gold mine. Let's do this. We'll do the old splitteroo, and then go bam, 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 bam. Knock that thing down, then we'll head east to Poznan. I'm gonna let the Ottomans do almost all the work. I don't want to pay for stuff. That's their job. They're gonna pay for everything. International guild contacts. The foreign guild influence, spy network construction, or lose a diplomat. It's fine. I take the top option, please. Spain is going to war with the Aztecs. It's rather rude. Why can't Spain just leave the indigenous people alone? Hoarding ducats. I'm not spending most of my money on buildings because we want to wait till the guilds are in power. It's minor, but construction cost -10 is going to stack with the construction cost reduction from the Icon of Christ and the Renaissance. And if we want to, we can also activate this mission and stack them all and go nuts with a whole bunch of manufactories. So I'm just building up a war chest of, you know, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 ducats, and then we're going to activate everything at once and build a bunch of manufactories for cheap and quick. That's the plan, anyway. That army is big. And might be dangerous. Park the army together. We've lost leaders. It's a lot of maneuver. What's our religion? We're Orthodox. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to come for this. So we're the aggressor in the mountain. I don't like that. Let's have the 11 stack. Let's have Steve go away. I can't unappoint him. I can't guarantee that he's gonna be the one. I think the 1-3 is gonna be the one that sticks around if I consolidate. Well, maybe we're fast enough to just get out anyway. Yeah, we are. Let's just get out. We don't want to defend in that mountain, I think. Burn the land? That's actually, I mean, people suggest it a lot, but I think that it's worth mentioning almost every single time someone suggests it, because it's, you gotta try to correct the information if it's incorrect. Someone in chat, please do explain to Mr. Epic Hedgehog why Scorching Trenton is not going to do anything for us in that circumstance. I know the answer. The question is, do you know the answer? Literally no response. There it is. They're still coming to fight us. Rude. Whoa! Whoa! The Ottomans ended up with a 1-1-1. That is super unlikely. So, sorry, I got distracted, but to answer the question, scorching a province only benefits you if you have control of the province. If you don't control the province, it doesn't do anything. I'm getting wrecked in this fight. Lost 9,900 troops because I wasn't paying attention. Epic, I blame you. This is all your fault. So yeah, you have to control the province. If you don't control it, just read, where's the button? Only scorch provinces you own and control. Of course I can. Go away! Stop chasing my army, you bastards. it is also not possible to scorch them while running away. Okay. Scorched Earth costs 5 military points, impacts the province with hostile movement minus 50% for 60 months. That's the key word. Hostile movement speed. Hostile is defined as any country that is on the opposite side of, like, the war from the person who controls the province. So, if I control it and I scorch it, then anyone who's hostile to me has a movement speed penalty trying to move into that province. But if I try to scorch the opponent's land, it makes it harder for me to move into that province unless I occupy it. It doesn't affect your speed moving out of the province. So, anyway. So it's meant to be defensive? I mean, what is it? There's no, like, further description of it or anything, but yeah, it's supposed to be a mechanic that is about reducing enemies' supply. I believe, like, contextually, it's a real-life thing that people did. They would scorch the farmlands around a castle, for example, so that if the enemy army that was trying to besiege the castle were trying to set up a siege, there would be no food. So they couldn't, feed their armies. The supply limit would go down, right? Because they can't actually feed the army. Yeah. Destroying bridges, destroying roads. But the most notable, most obvious example in my head is scorching fields. You just burn the grain so that the enemy can't harvest it. I mean, it's got a fire and a piece of grain on it. Look at the button. So, it's not meant to be used offensively in land that you haven't controlled yet. Making good monies. Waiting on Warsaw to fall. Trying to place Montenegro, but you're having the hardest time living past 1460. What can I do? Montenegro. Which one's that? Montenegro. I don't know where that is. I feel like I should, because it seems relevant to this campaign. Isn't that, like, over here? Zeta? Oh, that's this one. Wait, they don't exist at the beginning of the game, though. What, you release it? You're releasing them? So in 1444, you release Montenegro and then Negro, and you want to just play as them from the start? You're trying for a really hard start, aren't you? That's 7 development mountain. It's like basically the same thing as Albania. Except you don't get Scander, bro. It's probably based on your alliances, mostly. You just need to do a better job finding good alliances. And, I could definitely recommend lots of, Natiri spam tactics. I think that would be pretty beneficial to you as well. Let's knock this fella out of the war. Yet another little orthodox derp in the middle of the HRE. Now there are 2 of them. Why do we force religions on some derps in the HRE? Mostly because it messes with the imperial authority growth of the emperor and makes it so that he can't pass his reforms. And because it's funny. Most importantly, because it's funny. And we do gain prestige out of it. Lose manpower? Okay. This is another good opportunity for a trick. You guys haven't seen tricks enough today. We need more tricks. We're gonna wait a month. So we have as close to 1,000 troops as possible. And then we're going to click this button 6 times. And then we're going to click this button. Lose 2,000 manpower. I hereby summon the power of 2,000 manpower into just 4, please. Lose 4 manpower. Much better number. Yes. Much better. Easy peasy. There's certain mechanics in this game that are so easy to bypass. Like, oh, you've lost manpower. Yeah, not really though. Sounds like cheating? It's not cheating if it's in-game use mechanic, the words, things. May or may not be true, I don't know. Yes, Ottomans fight. Get this transferred to... Who's disloyal? Genoa is the most disloyal. Let's make them pay. Genoa, you can pay for that, and let's actually transfer this back to us so that he can pay for this one as well. And that's occupied by the Ottomans. I don't see too many other forts. Warsaw doesn't cost money to maintain. Krakow's something we should try to siege down. I can see that the Ottomans are doing their best. 44,587 troops to attrition. Not combat, just attrition. He's lost 45,000 troops because he keeps marching around doing this. Smart. Smart. We are running that extra admin policy, but I still think it's paying for itself, most likely. It's unfortunate that we can't get any, like, half-price admin and other advisors, because we don't have access to estates. The Ottomans have merked up. They've got a merc now. Have they taken any loans? No. Will I be able to beat the Ottomans one-on-one? I'm glad you mentioned that. What we're doing right now is preparing to fight the Ottomans. To the layman, it might look like we're allies with the Ottomans and that the Ottomans is helping us to conquer our neighbors. But to the astute observer, we are definitely enemies with the Ottomans, and we are definitely weakening them as much as we possibly can so that we can kill them. Alright, from here, keep on trying to occupy this. This will take a little while. We try to carpet siege. I think we just move over to block. Yeah, let's take Danzig. We're here. New thinkers are... Aye! Speak of the devil, I was just saying, wouldn't it be great to have a half-price advisor, and then bam! Level 3 morale of armies, Jewish man. Watch me say something that gets me in trouble. Here comes the Jewish man. We welcome the Jews. So yeah, he's 2.42 ducats instead of 2.15 for an extra monarch point. We could even take him higher. He's 34. We are behind time in Miltech. And we have 63% reduced advisor costs, so... yeah. We take him all the way to 5? Yeah, let's do it. Level 5 advisor. It's time. We need monarch points. 16 per month. Go. I almost want to upgrade this guy too, but he's already 43. He already has a death chance. Feels kind of bad to upgrade somebody that could die already. How are we weakening the Ottomans? By making them fight wars that they don't get any benefits from. So he's rival to Poland. He wants Polish clay. He's at war with Poland, but he's not going to get anything from it. And he's going to have a truce with Poland. So the things that he wants to do, like literally all of them, I'm stopping him from doing. And I'm making him do lots of the legwork. All of the manpower that he's lost due to battles and attrition, 99,899 troops. That's manpower he could be using expanding against the Mamluks or Akulu. Instead, he's spending it on literally nothing. It's extremely unlikely for the Ottomans to get a 1-1-1. The way that the Ottoman government type works is they get presented with 3 separate leaders, 3 separate rulers, and they I think the AI might just choose them at random, but it's very hard to roll that poorly. When you're presented with 3 separate rolls. Well, that's right, Danzig gets returned by Königsberg. Forgot about that. Whoops. Let's move a block. All for pizza? That's illegal. No forts over there that we can use to demand stuff to reset call for pizza. He doesn't have any disconnected forts, and we occupy forts in... Do we occupy forts in Lithuania? I don't think we do. Alright, so long as we don't occupy a fort in Lithuania, we can reset call for pizza. We can keep this war going for a little while longer. Alright, let's take Miltech. We're caught up. Yay. Bum, 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 bum. We're still over the relationship limit. We have been for quite a while now. Next ID group is not for quite a while either. We have to wait till Admin Tech 14. 3 techs away. That is a long time. 5 years plus like 26. I'd say like 31 years roughly until we get the next ID group. So we should probably focus on Diplo points soon. And just focus on doing development in diplomatic. Production development's the best. Alright, I don't know if I explained that, so I should. So there's this mechanic in the game where if you have a lot of war score, 70%, and you make a reasonable offer, at the bottom of the tooltip it will say something along the lines of, it doesn't necessarily say it down here. Where is it? It causes like great turmoil in their country if they don't accept. They might not have removed that. Might have removed that thing. But what you can do is if you make a demand that's reasonable, war score wise, but they'll say no to because of something like demand Ingle without occupying any forts in the area, then you can reset the call for peace value because you sent a reasonable offer that they refused. It only works when they have like disconnected land that you can actually do that with. I want to get to peace because I feel like there's places we can be lowering autonomy in right now. Got Warsaw back again. Emperor got reelected again. He is like, I feel like he's died more than I've seen in any recent campaign. Not a lot of longevity in those fellas. Those Habsburgs. Alright, we will take Republican tradition. Sure. 93 war score. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, so call for pizza is at 6. They won't accept. It is reasonable. Just demonstrate that this does work. It takes a month. It'll say 0.06. They refuse our generous offer. Call for pizza goes away. So there you go. It's still a thing. Hacker? Oh no, call for pizza. Man, now the more I say that, I kind of want pizza. Pizza would be great. But as soon as we occupy a fort in the area, that won't work anymore because now we're allowed to demand it. Why do you give the forts to Genoa? Because Genoa's disloyal. So I want him to have no money. I want him to be deeply, deeply in debt. So he gets to pay 8 ducats a month while only having 1.72 ducats a month in income. Then he won't have any army, and he'll be deeply in debt. And if I have to, I can pay off that debt. And every loan that I pay off, I get 5% reduced liberty desire. So I might as well do that. Also, it's yellow. Makes it easy to see the forts. Let's go ahead and reset call for pizza one more time real quick. Noble Legacy of Thames. Ragusa gains a claim on Beckus. Beckus? Where's Beckus? Beckus. Yeah, okay. Or don't do that. And Thames gets trade with neighbors. Local trade power plus 5. Aristocrats gain influence, traders lose influence. I want the aristocrats to lose influence. The whole chat must be getting pizza right now. I don't think that's a bad idea. Pizza sounds delicious, doesn't it? Everyone likes pizza. Call for pizza? Okay, hold on. This episode is already at 27 minutes. It's like, we're like 7 hours into my streaming today, so I'm getting tired and I keep forgetting to look at the other thing, but I don't care. This is gonna be an ultra long episode on YouTube, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You know what we're gonna do? One of you must know. All right, so we're gonna go into the EU4 localization English, not that one. We want size, common sense, art of war. Let's just search anywhere in here. So we're looking for Shift F. All 4 peace. Bum bum bum. Diplo reasons L English. So the localization variable for this Diplo reasons English. Am I? I'm going to replace it instead with call for pizza. There. The next time I load the save, the next time I load the game, call for peace, we'll say call for pizza. Let's test it. I told you I get kind of goofy at the end of long streams, okay? This is why things like Gibbs Monies is in the game for war reps instead of war reps. Change the icon too? That would require a little bit more work. Let's see, where are those stored? That's gonna be under GFX. Not entities, not flags, not cursors or combat. It's not. Is it models? Units, animated map object. I don't know where that's stored. Interface? Was there one for interface? Oh wow, there's a lot in there. Interface. It's probably alert, right? Alerts. Is this where it is an alert? Here, what is this? Just open it with paint, whatever. What do you mean paint can't open a DDS file? Windows sucks. Stupid Windows. Why is paint bad and it can't handle DDS? No, it didn't work. The war's won. Okay, so I probably localized the wrong file. Call for peace. So it says call for peace. Colon. Yeah, there's no call for peace colon in there, so that's the wrong one. Alert call to peace instant, alert call to peace delayed. The war is won and your people tire of the continued occupations. They cry out for pizza. Okay, call for peace exclamation. Yeah, I think it's this one that we need, these two. So I'm not sure what this one's for then. But let's just leave it call for pizza because it'll probably show up somewhere. So alert call to peace instant is now going to say call for pizza. And the war is won and your people tire of the continued occupations. They cry out for pizza. Should we capitalize pizza? They cry out for pizza! Yeah. Pizza. Alright, let's try it again. See, if at first you don't succeed, try again. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. I would be really good at, like, working for companies and making localization files to correctly translate things from one language to another. I would totally not sneak little Easter eggs like this in at all, ever, under any circumstance. I don't know how to change alert pictures. I'll need to do some more research on that. I've not done that before. It's probably not that much more complicated than, like, it's got to be in like this basic directory somewhere. I just don't know. Can we search for peace? Peace tab. These are not alerts. This is not right. Alert icons.dds. Interface, GFX interface. Yeah, we're like right there. GFX interface. Alert icons. So you think it's all buried inside this file right here? And then they've probably got it, like, they do that thing where they have multiple alerts in there, and then like alert 1 is a certain thing and they call to it. So we just have to probably use Photoshop with the NVIDIA DDS file extension thing, so you can actually edit DDS files and replace that segment of the DDS with a pizza picture. That's not that much work. We could do it. It's no more complicated than when we made the uncovered acceptance indicator. Okay. I want the top pizza to say capital pizza. Yes, that's a pancake tail. All right, call for pizza exclamation. The war is won and your people are hungry. They cry out for pizza. Okay, what else could, is there any other better phrasing that you guys want to have in there? Now, at least when I call it call for pizza, people aren't going to be confused. Or they will be, but now there's just gonna be a lot more questions about, wait, why does your game say call for pizza? Mine doesn't say that. Well, reasons. I don't think we can change monthly war exhaustion. That's an actual in-game variable that's defined everywhere. So anywhere where it says, like, if I changed it to monthly hunger exhaustion or something, then on this interface, it's gonna say war exhaustion monthly development is, you know, it would change it in other places too. And I don't want to do that. All right. I'm just gonna leave it like this. War is won. Your people are hungry. They cry out for pizza. Does it even just say the war is won? I just think it should just be random. It's not even related to the war being won. It's just out of the blue. Your people are hungry. Nah, that's not funny. Instead of it saying call for pizza in the first line, it could say something like, you know, shocking news. Unsurprising development. Or something like. Nice 49 line? What's that one? I forget. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are some of the... This is what happens after long streams. I do stupid shit like this. I changed it a long time ago so that, like, when you offer to sell ships to someone, which we can't do because we're at war, when you get the pop-up that says, like, they'll give monies for worthless boats, or I changed the condottieri stuff because I just didn't like how it was so wordy. Yeah. One specific event option A, event number 6327. That event, it's option A says mercantilism is right. We changed it to mercantilism is tight, which is funny because of that YouTube guy. Forget his name. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, have a wonderful night. I'm gonna take a break in this episode. Cheers. Thanks for watching. See you soon.